Do you want to build your pulling strength so that you can do 20 pull-ups, 10 pull-ups, or even a single pull-up? Well, that's not going to happen if on the way up or the way down, you're struggling with shoulder or neck pain. In this video, I'll show you a complete fix for shoulder and neck pain during pull-ups so that you can do more powerful, pain-free reps. The cool part of this video is that what's going to fix your shoulder and neck pain during pull-ups is the same thing that's going to allow you to get to 20, 10, or even that elusive first rep of a pull-up. Everyone needs to be able to do a pull-up without pain. So watch all the way to the end and let's get started. Before we get into the technical aspects of the pull-up, there's a few things you're going to want to have to help you meet the goals of this video. One item is something to increase your thoracic extension. I have this T-Pin muscle therapy roller. I'll put a link for it in the video description. Another thing you're going to want to use is some heavy resistance bands or pull-up assistance bands. I have some WOD Nation, Workout of the Day Nation bands that I'll put a link for in the video description. 40 or 50 pound band is the purple and a 20 pound band is the black. We'll get into how we use these later in the video. Of course, it goes without saying, you're going to want to have a pull-up bar. If you don't have space for a standard pull-up bar, you can get an Overdoor pull-up bar, which I used for years, and I'll put a link for one in the video description as well. Do a good morning test at the wall to see if you need to do thoracic extension stretching. Put your arms out to the side, and if you can get the back of your hands to the wall, you're in good shape. If not, get your roller down on the floor and go segment by segment, bending backward to stretch the thoracic spine, getting it ready for the pull-up that you're about to crush. You can finish this by doing some simple rolling for the soft tissues. The first thing we need to talk about for painful pull-ups, whether it's your shoulder, neck, or your elbow, is your grip. When you're grabbing the bar, you want to make sure that you're seating that bar deep in your palm and you're not using a finger grip at all, because what that does is that causes different muscles in the forearm to flex. These muscles are your finger flexors rather than the stronger muscles of your forearm. They're going to do most of the work when you get a deep-seated grip into your palm. So that's step number one. Step number two of your grip is when you're on the bar with that grip, you want to feel like you're bending the bar toward one another. Like I'm just trying to snap this bar. And what that does is that puts your shoulders in a position where they're externally rotated and it seats the rotator cuff in the socket in a way that it's not being pinched. Most of the pain you're having going up and down in the pull-up is your rotator cuff grinding away on the bone that sits over top of it. So by trying to force these hands into a twisting position like you would if you were arm wrestling, you're going to free that rotator cuff up. If you're having pain during the pull-up, it's going to be either on the way up or down or in that top or bottom position. So we're going to separate these out and discuss both issues. The first thing we're looking for is to build up the connective tissue strength at the bottom by working on a passive hang. So here you want to make sure your feet are off the floor, I promise mine are, and you're hanging suspended, trying to start for 30 seconds as a goal, gradually building it up. Of course, you don't want to produce any pain in the process of doing this passive hang. From there, you're going to move on to your bottom position number 2 fix, an active hang. Here you get your shoulder blades involved and you contract your biceps slightly and the shoulder blades, getting you ready to initiate the pull-up with your rotator cuff stable. The next thing is going to be moving into a scapular pull-up. Here you can see I'm keeping my elbows relatively straight and I'm just initiating that position change from the bottom, moving into my pull-up by engaging the scapula or your shoulder blades, giving you a stable base so the shoulder ball is centered in the shoulder socket. Now, if you haven't done scapular pull-ups before, be patient and give it some time, allowing you to pick up the motor control and muscle memory. Next is a top position fix. Use a chair or a band to help you get there if needed, but get to the top and try to hold for 5 to 10 seconds. Our next fix is a shortened range pull-up from that top position halfway down, working through repetitions. And finally, a going down fix with slow eccentric lowers. Again, using a chair or your band to assist you to the top position. Now when you use these, you'll just place them over the bar that you're using and hook it through there. And then now you can place your foot or your knee in the band to help you with the pull-up. Be sure to really take advantage of the band benefit by controlling your motion both on the concentric or up motion and eccentric or lowering motion through the pull-up. If we take a few seconds to review, we have our grip fixes: grip in your palm and twist like you're arm wrestling, stretch and improve your thoracic extension, passive and active hangs, scapular pull-ups, shortened range pull-ups, eccentric lowers, and assisted pull-ups. Hopefully this video helps you fix your shoulder and neck pain during pull-ups. If you found it helpful, please subscribe to my channel to help me cut out unnecessary surgeries and opiate use by focusing on the true fix of the problem, which is how you're moving. To do so, please click over here. If you want to watch a video to help you fix your shoulder pain during push-ups, click down here. Until next time, keep it moving.